Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there friends, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro, and today we're looking at verses 10 and 11 in Psalm 55. Now this is not going to complete Psalm 55. Next week we'll take up part 2. Next week we'll begin in verse 12 and go all the way to verse 23, but we're just going to end here for this week, and then next week pick up, and we'll see some messianic things in Psalm 55 as well next week, so that's going to be exciting. I hope you'll join me next week as we look at some prophecy there in Psalm 55 in the second half. But this week we're going to end right here at 10 and 11. If you have your Bible, I hope you'll open to Psalm 55 verse 10. If you don't have your Bible, please allow me to read for you. Day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof. Mischief also and sorrow are in the midst of it. Wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets. So who are we talking about here? Day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof. So we have some pronouns here that we need to identify. Antecedents of they in verse 10 are the violent, the wicked, the enemy, the ones that hate, that cast iniquity. Okay, that's the they. That's who he's talking about. Those that need their tongues divided. So they are the ones who are going about it, and the it here is the city. And no doubt we're talking about Jerusalem. Day and night they go about it upon the walls. So in the very first phrase here, we have the enemy on the walls. They're going about the city on the walls. So the enemy is walking the walls. Then notice the next phrase. Mischief also and sorrow are in the midst of it. Again, the it is the city. Now mischief and sorrow have made their way into the midst of the city. Wickedness is in the midst thereof. So we've added wickedness to what's going on in the city. And then we get down to the neighborhood level. I guess we could say the neighborhood level, because it says that deceit and guile depart not from her streets. So we go from the walls to the streets. In the midst of the city, you have wickedness, deceit, guile, mischief, sorrow. What's going on? Well, the enemy's there, and he's doing the work that he always does, right? He brings in wickedness, iniquity, wrath. The people are now complaining. They're the ones who are feeling sorrow and experiencing the mischief that the wicked are creating within the city. So what do you need to do? Well, you've got to get the wicked and the enemy out of the city. They need to be cast out. This not only, friends, is instructive for us on a municipal level, because we do need to keep crime and the criminal out of the midst of the city, because he will do nothing, or she will do nothing, but cause mischief and sorrow in the city. And are we not seeing that in our cities, not only in America, but all over the world now? Because we've gone soft on crime. The criminal is allowed just to do whatever he or she wants to do. And so there is sorrow in the midst of it. Wickedness now walks the streets. So we have to get that out. But also, I think there's a spiritual lesson here for us as well, because we've allowed mischief and wickedness and deceit and guile into our own lives spiritually. So that once they were just, circling the walls, now they're on the inside because we've allowed them. We've allowed them, and now we need to excise them from our life. We need to get them out so that we can put in and restore what needs to be there, which is righteousness and holiness and uprightness and integrity. Those things need to replace the wickedness and the mischief and the sorrow and all the rest. So we have to work at that. That must be our goal, both municipally in our cities as well as in our souls. All right, well, join me again next week, and we'll take up part 2 of Psalm 55 here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.